Hello, this is Vera Libs, and I am recording this now for journal number 3. This journal reflects on the past few weeks, learning mostly about trans identities and diving more into gender identities, and with the midterm in between. In the midterm, I mostly focused on gender identity, but now going back into learning more about the LGBTQ plus community and their each one of the definitions behind each one of the letters, and being able to differentiate between which ones go with sexual identities and which ones go with gender identities is a big part of understanding the difference between them, and knowing that the term transsexual does not mean transgender, which was, I knew there was a difference and I never fully understood the difference, and it is a term that is used both ways in many of my family's vocabulary. Transsexual means the same as transgender, as they use the words interchangeably, and I know that that's not correct. And I wanted to have an explanation as to why it's not correct, and explain it also the difference between gender and sexuality. Specifically, I'm going to quote Queer Events again. This was a great site from week 9. They say that gender identity is each person's internal and individual experience of gender, compared to sexual orientation, meaning towards whom a person's sexual desires and drives are oriented. That was a great way to put it. I first noticed the difference when looking at the gender unicorn, and enjoyed the difference in the icons used, meaning sexual orientation is who you want to love and gender identity is more of an internal love. And that's really what convinced me to learn about the difference between them. Gender identity has been really messing with me still as I work through my workbook. And I've just started chapter 6. The one that I'm on, chapter 6, is mostly focused on sex, which is exciting. And also, I think it will continue to dive into the sexual orientation part and how that wraps around and is intertwined with gender identity, because based on your gender, what you want of how you present yourself to the world makes you a lesbian or gay. If you're a male who likes males, then you're gay, or if you are a female who likes females, then you're a lesbian. But if you were male and you then decide to present yourself as female, how does that change your sexual orientation? Those are some questions I have, and hope to learn about them very soon as I go into chapter 6. And I have not had those questions ever, and they've come up in my mind continuing to learn. Having learned about more differences between gender identity and sexual orientation. And this helps me a lot. I feel more comfortable now in being able to explain this to people, because a lot of those questions do come up, and they ask me because I'm the youngest one in the house now, and so therefore I would be in the know of these sort of topics, and so I want to have solid answers for them, and I'm very excited to have these really good definitions and good sources to help educate everyone around me about this community and myself, and maybe they can explore more things about their identities. So yeah, that's where I'm at for week 9. Thank you.